There are rules in war that no one questions. Every patrol route is logged. Every structure is recorded. Every map is verified, again and again. So when a reconnaissance unit during the Vietnam War found a hand-drawn map, with locations that didn't exist in any military system, it should have been dismissed, filed away, ignored, forgotten. But it wasn't. Because when they followed it, the jungle began revealing things that weren't supposed to be there. And by the time they reached the final location, they realized something far more unsettling. They weren't using the map. The map was using them. May 14, 1969. Quang Tri Province, South Vietnam. The jungle pressed in from every side. Thick, wet, and suffocating. A 4-man reconnaissance unit from the 101st Airborne Division moved carefully through dense vegetation just west of Highway 9. Staff Sergeant Michael Reeves walked point. Behind him, Corporal James Cole Turner scanned the tree line. Specialist Raul Velez carried comms. And at the rear, Private First Class Daniel Carter watched their six. The patrol had been routine. Too routine. No contact. No movement. No signs of life. Even the jungle felt wrong. No birds. No insects. Just silence. Then Carter stopped. Hold. The others froze instantly. Carter crouched near a fallen tree, brushing aside a thin layer of dirt. Something was there. A folded piece of paper. Reeves frowned. That alone didn't make sense. Nothing survived long in that environment, especially not paper. Rain, humidity, insects, everything destroyed it within days. But this was dry. Clean. Untouched. Carter picked it up slowly. Sergeant, you need to see this. Reeves unfolded it carefully. It was a map. Hand-drawn. No grid coordinates. No military markings. No legend. Just rough lines, cutting through what appeared to be jungle terrain. And 5 X's. Nothing else. Back at their temporary base, the map immediately drew attention. Intel officers studied it under dim light. They compared it against aerial reconnaissance photos. No match. They checked known Viet Cong tunnel systems. Nothing. Even older French colonial maps showed no alignment. It was as if the map represented a version of the terrain that officially didn't exist. Turner leaned in, studying one of the markings. This one, he said, tapping lightly. It's close. Real close. Less than a kilometer from where they had been that morning. Reeves stared at it. Thinking. Calculating. Then finally said, we check one. Just one. They moved out at first light. The jungle seemed denser this time. More oppressive. Every step felt heavier. According to official maps, the area ahead was clear. Flat. Empty. But the ground began to change. A shallow depression. Too precise. Too intentional. Reeves raised his hand. They stopped. Carefully, they brushed away leaves and soil. And then they saw it. A concealed entrance. Perfectly hidden. A tunnel. Reeves exhaled slowly. This wasn't mist, he said. This was meant to stay hidden. Inside, the tunnel was reinforced with wooden supports. Storage spaces lined the walls. Old crates. Rusted equipment. But everything was aged. Abandoned. Still, it shouldn't have existed. Yet the map had marked it exactly. The second location revealed a narrow trail, invisible unless you were standing directly on it. The third led to a collapsed bunker buried beneath layers of dirt and roots. Each location matched the map perfectly. Not approximately. Exactly. Reeves reported everything. Command's response came fast. Return to base immediately. Do not proceed further. There was no explanation. No discussion. Just orders. But one location remained. The final X, darker than the others. Pressed deeper into the paper, like it mattered more. That night, the map sat between them. No one spoke for a long time. The jungle outside had come alive again, distant insects, faint movement, but inside the tent, it was silent. Turner finally said, "If it's accurate, then whatever that last point is, it's not random." Reeves didn't respond. He kept staring at the final mark. Then quietly, "We check it. Then we're done." No report. No permission. Just one last location. May 16, 1969. 2:10 a.m. They moved under darkness. No lights. Minimal communication. The jungle felt different. Closer. Like it was watching them move through it. As they neared the location, the ground changed. Fresh disturbance. Recent. Not like the others. Reeves slowed. Then stopped. Ahead, something was there. A structure. Blended into the environment with camouflage netting. Almost invisible. But not abandoned. Faint light slipped through the gaps. Reeves felt it immediately. This wasn't supposed to exist. They entered slowly. Weapons raised. Expecting resistance. But inside, there was none. No guards. No movement. Just equipment. Clean. Organized. Operational. Radios. Monitoring devices. Mapping tools. And at the center, a table. Covered with maps. Identical to the one they had found. But updated. Each one slightly different. New markings. New X's. Carter stepped closer. His voice dropped. "Sergeant." One map lay separate. Fresh ink. A single X, placed exactly where they were standing. "Don't move." The voice came from the shadows behind them. They turned instantly. A man stepped forward. American. Calm. Unarmed. Not surprised. "You followed it," he said. Reeves tightened his grip. "What is this?" The man glanced at the maps. Then back at them. "It's not mapping terrain," he said quietly. "It's mapping behavior." The explanation came slowly. Carefully. The maps weren't tracking places. They were predicting movement. Using patterns. How patrol units think. How they react to terrain. How decisions are made under uncertainty. Every X marked a place a unit would eventually reach. Not because they were ordered to. Because they chose to. "You weren't sent here," the man said. "You arrived here, exactly as expected." Reeves looked down at the map. Their position. Already drawn. Before they had made the decision to come. "Who made this?" Reeves asked. The man didn't answer. Instead, he picked up another map. Newer. Cleaner. Only one marking. Far away. A place none of them had considered. "It doesn't predict where you are," he said. "It predicts what you'll do next." Reeves stared at it. Then looked back at his team. No one spoke. But they were all thinking the same thing. The team left before sunrise. No report was ever filed. No official record exists. The map they found disappeared into classified channels. But weeks later, another unit entered a remote sector. No orders. No command directive. Just a decision. And when they arrived, they found something waiting. Because the map was never showing locations. It was showing choices. And somewhere, there's already another map. With the next decision already drawn.